Price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. No offense, Santa. Playoff basketball in the Bay Area has reached a fever pitch of excitement. Baseball season is just getting started, and concert season is kicking into high gear too. Located steps from San Francisco's most exciting and entertaining destinations, there's no better place to stay to get in on all the action than Hotel Via. For more info, visit hotelviasf.com. Hotel Via, at the intersection of sports, entertainment, and technology.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with a Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can save just by being you. DriveWise in the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe just by being yourself. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done. And you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome to Total Wine and More.
I'm firing up the grill for burgers and want to impress the neighbors.
You'll love this Cabernet with your burgers.
Wow, great price.
Find what you love what you find. At Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
It's time to wake up with a nice cup of morning roast.
Oh, yeah.
Featuring Bonte Hill and Joe Shasky.
And well, I'm about that action, boss.
Take it out! This is the morning roast on 95.7 The Game.
That ball is gone! Wow! Look at that one! A 3-run homer. So 2 straight home runs. That's the 3rd home run of the road trip for Casale.
Trending.
Was that the game Kurt Casale took over the catcher's job? Was that the game? Was that the game Kurt Casale said, you know what? Pump the brakes on Joey Bart. Pump it! Because Kurt Casale in the month of May so far, batting .529, 3 jacks, 8 RBIs, on base over .636, and slugging over 1,000. As we start off with a little Giants, trust me, we're all over the Western Conference Finals. Today is the day we break down the Western Conference Finals. We dive into the Dallas Mavericks. I was in the lab last night, Shasky, getting down and dirty with the Dallas Mavericks, and get this, you love this. Tomorrow, listen for a chance to win Warrior tickets to see game number 1 tomorrow night against the Mavericks. Be sure to be tuned in tomorrow morning at 7:30 for Know the Show. Listen to the show from 7:30 to 8 o'clock tomorrow, and at 8:15 be the first caller to answer a question about what happened early on the show, and you will be heading to game 1 of the Western Conference Finals at Chase Center. But let's get some Giants talk. We got Flimmy coming up a little bit later in the show, 8 o'clock, Zaza, 8:30. About them Giants.
Casale has more hits than Joey Bart this year.
He's going to start.
He
might start.
The reality is this, is that Joey Bart actually does hit righties pretty well. I mean, like comparative. He can't hit lefties at all. And the strikeout rate is it's horrific. It's the worst strikeout rate in all the land. I mean, just go and look at the numbers, the raw data. You got to put the ball in play. I'm so sick of the 3 true outcome people just pounding me over the head. And the funny thing is, the 3 true outcome people, the people that talk about walks, strikeouts, and home runs, none of them ever played. That's the funny part. None of them ever played at any level in their entire life. And what they don't understand is that when you strike out as much as Joey Bart has struck out, it is impossible to build confidence.
Yeah.
Impossible to build confidence. Putting the bat on the ball, even if you line out to the third baseman, fly out to the left fielder, pop up to the catcher in foul territory, at least you're putting bat on ball. When you are striking out at the rate that not just Joey Bart, but the whole entire Giant lineup does, it's no wonder that come October, they struggled to put the ball in play against better pitching. And so I just looking at the Joey Bart thing, it's kind of a microcosm of the be careful what you wish for thing. You want these guys to work on launch angle. You want these guys to pick something out and have a great batter's eye. He has a great walk rate. The guy's unplayable right now. Joey Bart is unplayable for the San Francisco Giants. So, like, it's pick or choose your poison. In my estimation, I'd rather see all-around hitting, taking the ball the other way. Right now, he's trying to pull everything, and he's striking out left and right. Kirk Casale waiting on that curveball or whatever that was, slider.
The tie block, that was a curve, 80 miles an hour for the first home run. That was just a meatball right down the plate. Right down the plate, and then a 91-mile-an-hour fastball was right over the plate. You watch Ty block and you say, man, this guy's not a major league
Remember
pitcher.
when he beat Kershaw?
Oh, my gosh, I do remember.
I think he had 2 wins against the Dodgers in a 7-day span.
Yeah, he did.
Like 10 years ago.
Giants legend Ty block, but the Giants get a hard-fought win at Coors Field. Kirk Casale, 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, batting now .298. But it was all about Mike Yastrzemski, that home run in the 9th inning. And Mike Yastrzemski not having a bad year. I know that was only his 3rd home run of the season, but a clutch at-bat there in the 9th inning. I think his at-bats have been quality this year. You see him now batting in the middle of the lineup here as the Giants search for some type of consistency from the 3-4-5 spot. Jock Peterson, by the way. Ugh.
Oh, he's nosediving. Since the injury, he's been nosediving. I mean, I believe he's almost down to 230. I just, the Yastrzemski, he's had a rough week at the plate, quite frankly. Yesterday, it was good to see him being patient on that back foot. When he lunges and he's leaning forward, he's an automatic out. He's rolling it over to second base or wherever the shift is, depending on who's facing him. We can talk about all these different things. The 2 big takeaways yesterday. I'm not sure what's going on with the Joey Bart, Kirk Casale thing. I don't know where we're at. They swung a trade that we haven't even talked about, the Mauricio Dubon deal, and they stuffed a guy in AAA. And then the other side is the Camilo Duvall. So I want to ask you about Joey Bart, though, first. Like, if we just came to the realization that he's just not that good. Like, he's just not that good. Is that really a deal breaker for this organization?
No, it's not a deal breaker anymore for this organization. And I'm not going to judge who he is until I see him for half a year. Let him get consistent ABs. Right now, they have to put him on ice. They have to put him on ice. His swing looks long. He's striking out a ton. He doesn't look like a major league player. It feels like the pressure is getting to him. Replacing Buster Posey is a lot harder than you think, folks. You're basically replacing a borderline Hall of Fame player at the backstop, a Giants legend. And look, he's handled a pitching staff, I think, okay. I think he's been okay behind the backstop, but he was lauded for his bat as a number 2 overall pick out of Georgia Tech. We all thought this guy was going to come up and mash, especially with the DH now implemented in the NL. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. He doesn't look like a major league player right now. And if you send him back to AAA, I'm not even sure if he has options yet or any more options. Yeah. Well, that will kill his confidence if he goes back down to Sacramento.
He's 25 years old. I mean, the reality is, you're saying he's not a major. I think he's a backup at the major league level at this point. Like, that's what he is. I don't think he's a AAA guy. I think he's a backup. And it's kind of unfortunate. More than anyone else in the organization, I do feel like the COVID year kind of messed with him. And I just think maybe he's not that good.
But you know what? That's an excuse. I hear about the COVID year, but we're a year and a half, 2 seasons away from that. You know what I'm saying? We're a little like at some point the excuses got to stop.
You missed a whole year of, essentially a whole year of
development.
What's the
excuse for everybody else?
Well, that's
all these other.
Ramos
what about
got held back.
J-Rod with the Mariners.
Well,
you see him bad?
He's 20 years old. I mean, he's also leading the American League in stolen bases.
Right. You see Bobby Witt Jr. He's starting to come around. He hit home runs back-to-back seasons. Like this whole thing about
Willie sat out.
Yeah, but you know what? Joey Bart was the number 2 overall pick.
I mean, but
was the number 2 overall pick.
Was 5 years ago.
He's number 2 overall pick.
I know, but he's just not that guy. That happens all the time in baseball.
So I'm not really worried about Joey Bart. He's got to figure it out, or